Hello and welcome back to Don't Be A Doormat. This is episode 6 and I'm Lisa Welsh. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I wanted to talk to you about setting boundaries with toxic people that you love. In a perfect world, if somebody was a toxic or energy vampire and just draining your precious resources, draining your time and your energy, then you would cut them off. You would find a way to go about your life without interacting with them, and that would be great. But in the real world, often these toxic people are people we love, and then it's actually really, really difficult. You can't cut them out. I mean, not to say you can't or you shouldn't, but maybe you don't want to. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, is managing relationships with those kind of people so that you're protected as much as possible and you can have some kind of relationship with them on an ongoing basis. So the first thing you need to do is decide what boundaries you're going to set within this relationship. These can be specific boundaries for this specific person. So maybe there are some topics that you're just not going to go into. Maybe there are some absolute no-go zones. Maybe there are some things you think, they're not allowed to ask me about this, otherwise I'm out, Or maybe you're not going to eat together, or maybe you're not going to go to a certain place together. Whatever it is that triggers something in this relationship that you think, okay, we can get on as long as we don't go there or do this. Make those choices, decide what you can discuss. Maybe you're going to have to almost have this person be like an acquaintance in your life. That's okay. But as long as you take time on your own in a calm place to decide what the boundaries are for this relationship, what you can do going forward that is not going to hurt you. Step 1. Step 2, you're going to communicate this with that person. This isn't going to be easy. They may not enter into a conversation with you. They may pretend like you're not even talking. So maybe this will have to be a letter, or maybe it can be a phone call or face-to-face. But just tell them, yeah, our relationship is tricky. I love spending time with you, and I want us to just keep away from these certain subjects going forwards. Your specific circumstances will dictate what you say here and how you deliver the message, but understand that they probably won't enter into a nice, healthy communication with you, but you still need to get across what your boundaries are. Then, you need to tell them what you will do if they choose to violate your boundary. If they choose to talk about a particularly touchy subject when you've told them you don't want to, and let them know that means that I will leave this coffee date. Or if you continue to make a comment about X, Y, and Z, then I won't meet you for coffee for the next month. It sounds childish, but these things are important. This is how it has to be. This is what I recommend. Then, when they violate the boundary, let's be honest, when they violate the boundary, you cannot let it slide. You've just undone all of your hard work. If they go ahead and do something that you've asked them specifically not to, then you have to tell them, I have asked you not to mention that. Or, I don't feel comfortable discussing this with you. Or, I'm sorry, I'd like you to keep those comments to yourself. Whatever it is, if you continue, then I'm going to leave. And I won't come back until next month. Whatever the consequence, you choose. It's your life, remember, you choose. Okay, so you've told them this is a consequence if you continue to do it. And then, if they continue to do it, follow through. Go ahead and leave. Do what you've said you're going to, because you're serious. You're a grown-up, and it's about time that they treated you that way. Easier said than done, but you will reap the benefits if you do go ahead and do this. And try not to feel guilty, because all you're doing is protecting your own needs. You're stating your own preferences and you're asking them to respect you. That's all you're doing. So try not to feel guilty. You're not doing anything horrible. In fact, you've told them that you want to spend time with them, and these are the terms. And if they can't respect that, then you must go ahead and follow through and leave if that's what you wanted to do. And just remember that sometimes it is just not possible to maintain a healthy relationship with a toxic person, and no person has the right to make you feel unhappy. If you literally cannot continue, despite setting boundaries, despite trying, if this person continues to suck your happiness, then consider that cutting ties sometimes really is the only option. Painful, difficult, but can be extremely freeing. So always keep in mind that the end of the day, you have to do what is right for you and your well-being. Life is too short. Don't forget, if you like a boundary BFF, then I'm your girl. I would be so happy to guide you as you set your boundaries and go ahead and enforce them in all areas of your life. Drop me a message if you'd like to find out more. Until then, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week.